Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about something that might feel really uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly freeing once you see it clearly. It's what I call the twin flame healing lie. This belief that your healing somehow heals your twin flame, and that if you just do enough inner work, enough shadow work, forgiveness, or meditation, that your twin will magically be healed too, and you'll reunite in divine union. I used to believe that completely. I built my life around it. And I want to share how that belief kept me trapped for years and how finally letting it go set me free. When I was deep in the twin flame ideology, I genuinely thought I was on a profound healing journey. I was journaling, meditating, facing my shadows, forgiving, releasing, doing all the work. And every time it hurt, every time I felt abandoned or unseen, I told myself it was just another test, another lesson to help me become more evolved, more whole. I was told that if I just healed my wounds, my twin would feel it energetically. That because we were two halves of the same soul, my growth was his growth. That very idea kept me hooked because it gave meaning to my pain. It gave me something to hold on to when everything felt unbearable. But what I didn't realize at the time was that I had been indoctrinated. The twin flame ideology isn't just a romantic belief. It's a system of spiritual conditioning. And one of its most dangerous messages is this idea that you can heal somebody else through your own suffering. Let's call it what it is, a beautiful, seductive lie. Because in the real world, healing doesn't work like that. You can't fix someone's trauma by working on yourself. You can't awaken someone by meditating harder. And you can't bring a toxic or unavailable person back into your life through spiritual effort. That's not how healing or even consent works. The twin flame movement is massive, and it's largely unregulated. Some people end up in highly organized groups, like Twin Flames Universe, but most of us, and this is myself included, get pulled in slowly. We start with a few videos, maybe a blog post or two, and before long we're deep in the rabbit hole. We're consuming endless twin flame separation content, signing up for twin flame coaching and trying to decode every text message, every dream, every sign. Every guru has their own version of the truth, but the underlying message is the same. If you heal enough, your twin will return. And that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. It sounds empowering on the surface, right? Like you're taking responsibility for your life. But it's actually a form of spiritual gaslighting that it keeps people in self-blame and in emotional dependence. Because here's what really happens. You start believing that every painful thing that happens between you and this person is somehow your fault. They ghost you? You must still have abandonment wounds. They move on with someone else? Clearly you just haven't released jealousy. They block you? Well, you're just not healed enough yet. So you keep digging, keep healing, keep waiting. And this is exactly how the cycle of narcissistic abuse works. In narcissistic relationships, there's a predictable pattern. As I talked about in a previous video, and also there's a lot of different videos about this on YouTube. And that predictable pattern is idealization, devaluation, discard. At first, you're put on a pedestal. They make you feel like you're somehow their soulmate. Then they slowly chip away at your confidence, criticize you, make you question your own reality. And when you're emotionally dependent, they leave, often for someone new. You're left devastated, confused, and desperate for closure. Now, in the twin flame community, that gets repackaged as twin flame separation. You're told that your twin isn't ready yet, that they're running because you're not fully healed yet, and that it's your job to keep doing the inner work until they come back. So when they reach out again, a text, a DM, a random phone call, you don't see it as manipulation, you see it as progress, a sign that your healing is working. But what's actually happening is trauma bonding. You're being rehooked. And the more you believe the twin flame narrative, the harder it becomes to see that truth. I lived in that limbo for 5 years. 5 years of waiting, hoping, and convincing myself that every painful silence was divine timing, that every rejection was part of some cosmic plan, that I just had to heal more, forgive more, surrender more. Meanwhile, my self-worth was quietly disintegrating. I blamed myself for everything, for not being good enough, spiritual enough, high vibe enough. I thought my pain was somehow proof of my progress. It wasn't. It was a sign that I was stuck in a loop of spiritualized abuse. The truth is, the twin flame healing lie is one of the most effective tools of control in this entire ideology. It keeps you doing all the emotional labor while the other person, often a narcissist, avoids all responsibility. It's the same dynamic we see in abusive relationships, just dressed up in spiritual language. It's victim blaming disguised as enlightenment. And it's heartbreaking because it preys on good, empathetic people who genuinely want to grow. But here's the thing. Once you finally see through the illusion, everything changes. You realize you were never meant to heal somebody. You were meant to heal yourself. And that healing doesn't look like chasing or waiting or obsessing over signs. It looks like setting boundaries. It looks like grieving. It looks like choosing peace over chaos. You stop needing divine union because you finally find inner union. So if you've been caught in the twin flame belief system, please know this. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You were simply given the wrong map. And once you throw that map away, you can start walking your own path, one that actually leads somewhere real. You can't heal another person by proxy, but you can reclaim yourself. And that's where your true healing begins.